What's up guys, it's Max Uhas here, and I'm shooting this video because basically I'm going over a thing that I like to call how to sell without selling your soul. Okay, because I think for most artists out there and most people involved in a creative lifestyle, there's this weird kind of thing that you've got going on, or you think like in order for you to be successful, you're gonna have to. Well, let's put it this way: there's a weird thing there where it's like, for you to be successful is a bad thing, or for you to like have the lifestyle that you actually deserve, like you think that it's going to be a bad thing, like you're going to have to sell out, or you're selling out, or realistically that quote unquote selling out is a bad thing. And I just want to tell you that it's really not. Like, there's nothing, here's what's worse. Sorry, there's landscapers outside my office blowing leaves over there, but what's worse, making some money and taking care of yourself and being passionate about what you do, or like being broke all the time and not being able to pay for supplies, and worrying about struggling and worrying about paying the rent and paying the bills and doing all that other stuff. I think realistically, like, you've got to come to terms with the fact that you run a business. As an artist, you're a business. Okay, your art is your business. Your creativity, the things that you create, it's a business. Okay, so stop thinking about it like it's a bad thing that you've got to sell, or that you're kind of forced to sell, or you're supposed to sell, or whatever. Because, like, in all honesty, like, you're either going to sell yourself for the right price, or somebody's going to hire you and you're going to get underpaid for the work that you do, and they're going to make a ton of money on the work that you're putting together for them. Okay, and I think realistically, just to be fair here, especially if you're very talented and you can produce work on time and you can hit deadlines and do everything else, you should get paid for the work that you do, and you should get paid well for it. Okay, because that way you can basically create more and more and more awesome work. Compared to working crappy jobs or working, and I know, dude, when I was going to art school, I mean, I had to do so many crappy jobs, like even design jobs for people, because I didn't know how to price myself. I didn't value myself the right way. I didn't, nothing I did was basically like price pointed the right way. And I was always constantly having to be in like grind mode. And that sucked because, like, I wasn't able to do the stuff that I love doing. I was doing stupid logos, or I was doing letterheads for people, or I was creating like just really bad art because I needed the money. Okay, and that's not really what it's about. It's about you being able to be your full creative self and creating the stuff that you love, and not having to take on jobs. It's basically it's in light of a better term, it's like it's FU money. You want to get to a point where you can pick and choose the people that you work with. Okay, and it doesn't always happen like that. A lot of times it's just like you're going to have to take jobs to, in the beginning, to build your portfolio, to build your professional portfolio, or you're going to struggle. Okay, but in the meantime, while you're doing all that, you should be putting together some form of marketing plan. You should be having, you should have a blog and a website up, and some YouTube videos and some other stuff that showcases your work. And and as you're selling and as you're doing work for your clients, put together a testimonial thing to where, like, you've got people that love your work. If you're good, I guarantee you've got fans of your work, and you've got people that have been paying you for their work. Have them shoot something, have them say something about, how much they love the work that you've done and all this other stuff, so that you can build yourself up in a credible sense. I was talking to my brother about this, and he's in the next kind of phase of his career. I mean, and basically he's at the point now where it's like, I want to get paid what I'm worth, and I don't just want to have to take a job because it's a job. I don't want to, and I think all artists have to reach that, whether it's, and not even so much artists, but I think like everybody has to kind of do that, to where it's like you basically take a job because you want to take that job. You don't take the job because you have to take the job. It's a completely different spin on your mindset. And when you're actually doing work that you love, you're going to be a hell of a lot more passionate about it. And when you're getting paid what you're worth, you can focus now wholeheartedly on the what you want to create, and the clients will your quality of clients will increase, because you're going to get people that are going to be, basically commissioning you or hiring you because they love your work, and they'll allow you the freedom to create what you want, compared to, oh, well, we know that you're good at this, but can you not be you and just do something really bland and plain and crappy like we want? I did that before, and that sucked. I was actually, that was part of the reason why I dropped out of school, why I got out of like the art field for a while, because I wasn't happy. I was creating crap for people and they loved it, and I was just like, this doesn't make me feel right. So I got into sales and I got into marketing, and I learned how to do all this stuff, so that now, like, when I do a piece, or anybody that I work with, like, I'll help them out to where it's like, listen, this is what you should charge them and this is what you need to charge them, and don't go any lower than that, because otherwise you're devaluing yourself. Okay, and let's talk about that, because really it's like, if you're an artist and you're doing free work for people, stop it. Like, stop it now, stop it today, stop it yesterday. Don't ever do it again, because like, when you do work like that, you devalue yourself. There is not one person out there that does free work, okay? Even volunteers get something in return, but you're not, but most volunteers are just sitting there watching people are doing whatever. They're like handing out food. You're giving up your creative energy and your time or whatever to basically give somebody something that they may potentially make money on, or that you could make money on. And it's like, that's the thing that most people do, man. They trade time for money, or money for time. And you should honestly get paid for your time. If you're talented and you can produce results, you should get well paid for it. You shouldn't be stuck in a position where it's like you're now thinking about, oh man, I got to finish this project, but I got to go work my crappy job, or I got to go, do this for these guys because I need the money. And I'm not saying that obviously, like, you're going to do jobs for money. That's part of it. You're going to have to, but do the stuff that's going to put you in a position to where, 6 months from now, a year from now, you don't have to do that stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you basically got to break the cycle. You got to break the cycle of just working for less, to produce more. If anything, you should produce better stuff and charge more for it, compared to producing more and charging less and just being forced. It's the workforce mentality. And a lot of people, that's just what they do. They trade off, hourly time for whatever. But it's like, if you're good, get paid for it. Okay, get paid for it. I got into sales, and I wasn't a very good salesperson at first, but I could show you trophies. I could show you, like, that was for the top salesperson in the country. I got 3 of those, 4 of those really, and then I got a whole, you'll see my kids' art over there, but like, there's like, I've got trophies up just beyond. I've been doing this for 14 years. I'm still really good, and I can sell. And, it's being able to sell is a skill that you need, okay? And it's a need in the sense that you owe it to yourself to ask for the right amount of money, because you are worth it. And that's part of it, You are worth it. You are worth what you charge. And if you do work for free, you're basically worth nothing. Okay, and that's what you gotta, that's bad. It's a bad mentality. If you're worth $20, $50, $100, $1,000, a couple $1,000 per piece, that right there, you should be able, you should figure this out. Obviously, like, you gotta create good work, you gotta create good art, but beyond that, it's just like, get to a point where you can charge people. One job, 2 jobs should basically pay your monthly overhead, so that way you can create more stuff and build up a great portfolio and create more client work for people. Okay, don't sell yourself short. You are worth it. Okay, you are worth getting paid, and you deserve to get paid, and it's not selling out. Being successful as an artist is not selling out. Okay, getting paid a lot of money to do what you do is not selling out. If anything, it is the position that you want to be in, so that way you don't have to struggle and can just really just focus on creating more, better art. Okay? I don't even know if that was English, but it was just so you can create more and just create better and get, and invest more time into your craft and your trade instead of just pumping out crap for people that are paying you minimal. Okay? Get paid what you're worth. Read the rest of this thing below if you want to learn how to market, which I suggest you do. There's banners, there's links all over this thing. Click it. I'll show you how to do it. Okay? Invest in yourself. Get paid what you're worth. Max US.